Rexa, PGA professional and teaching professional at Wildwood Green Golf Club here in Raleigh, North Carolina. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about the ball flight direction, where the ball is going to start relative to the swing path, and how the ball determines where it's going to fly to once you've made the golf swing and you've gotten closer to the impact position. Now, the thing that I want everybody to understand today is that when you swing the golf club to the top and transition it, those movements predetermine your impact position. So obviously we all know that in order to gain speed and acceleration through the golf ball, we have to swing it up to load it, and then we have to accumulate speed coming down. That's common sense. Everybody that plays golf pretty much realizes that you have to generate speed coming down to get the ball to go the distance that you would want it to go, depending on the club that you're using. Let's talk a little bit about the impact position. Now, again, keep in mind the whole time that I talk through this that we've got to swing the club up and bring it back down. Now, I'm videotaping straight towards the green, or towards the middle of the green here this evening. And what I want everybody to understand is that if you went to the US Open at Pinehurst, or no matter what PGA tournament or LPGA tournament you go to, you are going to see the best players in the world use alignment sticks to help them get better. It's a continuing and ongoing process, but it's something that you have to do if you want to get better. It's plain and simple. Now, if I set my feet parallel to this target line, and the ball is going to fly on the other side of that line, we have to draw straight lines. So obviously, this would be a straight line here, this would be a straight line over here with my body. Now the club has to swing on an arc around my body, plain and simple. It can't go straight back, straight up, and straight down. That would be like taking a hula hoop and standing it straight up. You've got to take the hula hoop and angle it aside because you're bent over the golf ball. Again, common sense. Now, when the golf club, and I'm going to set this alignment stick at an angle like this. When I swing this golf club up and take it away from the ball, if it comes in too much from the inside, then the ball is going to have a tendency to fly to the right. So if I do this and come in too much from over here, okay, the ball is going to start right at the target line. Again, common sense. Now, here's the thing though. The best players in the world swing the golf club from more of an inside path. Now yes, sometimes some of them get stuck on the inside. That can be a problem. Amateur golfers, for the most part, generally speaking, swing the golf club up and then come into the golf ball very steep or across it. Okay, so that would be a path that comes more in this direction, across the golf ball. For the right-handed golfer, obviously all of this is opposite for the left-handed golfer. So if I stand up here, get myself set, now I change my path to more across, the golf ball has no choice but to start to the left. That's the swing path, okay? If the swing path is poor, then the golfer is going to have to change the club face to accommodate poor swing path. So that's basically something that you're going to have to computer calculate very, very quickly to get the golf ball to go where you want. To me, the most common error that's made in golf is the golf club swinging on a path that's too steep and across the golf ball. So in other words, the club head swinging from right to left. When that happens, the results are generally fairly poor. What that means is if the golf club comes in across the ball, if the golf club starts to turn too shut, the ball is going to start left and stay left. It doesn't have a chance of getting back to the target or on the target line or where you initially anticipated the ball to go. Your other option is once you start to turn the club face over too much and it keeps going left, is you're going to have to hang on to it or leave the club face in an open position, and you're going to start to cut across it. So again, it's every once in a while the math calculates itself out fairly well and you hit the ball fairly straight. But there's a lot of inaccurate golf shots going on there. Sometimes you've heard the joke, maybe you play army golf, so left, right, left, left, right, right, left. And then until I get one to go straight. So what we're going to try to do is we're going to try to, again, talk about swinging the golf club slightly more from the inside path as opposed to out and across it. If we get the golf club swinging from the inside path, generally speaking, if you get the golf club on a better plane, you can actually save it a little bit better with your hands and your body. So if the golf club's swinging from the inside and you get stuck on the inside, a couple things you can do is speed the body rotation up, okay? And when you speed the body rotation up, centrifugal force pulls the club head back on path. So that's one of the things that good players can do, is generally they can save it a little bit by swinging from a better plane. Now, even though realistically a lot of golfers think that the club goes up and down on the same swing plane, when a golf club is swung to the top, if I come up here a little bit more where the video can see this, the good golfers are taking the golf club and they're letting it fall slightly on a downward position, or actually rerouting it slightly down and in. And that's because as you're feeling more of a downward in motion and the body rotates, it's going to pull it back onto the plane line to impact the golf ball from a really good angle. Now, again, when the golf club swings on a better plane or a better swing arc, you don't have to manipulate the club face as much. So the club face can be held more squarely or more neutral in the hands. If the golf club fades, for a lot of people, or they come across it this way, then they're changing their grip to making the golf club stronger because they're slicing the ball. And then it would be the opposite, obviously, if they hook it too much. They're going to have to leave the club face open. So these are some basic, simple things to think about the impact position. Remember, cause and effect is generally the backswing and the transition to the downswing. And that causes poor impact position. If I can swing it up and swing it down on a good plane, then the ball would start pretty darn straight. That's why not always practicing a long swing is necessarily good. When I get beginner golfers starting for the first time, it's almost easier to get them to learn to chip the ball really straight, or start with the shorter swing and then add a little bit of length to it. So you see, all of those golf balls are starting straight because even though I'm making a short swing, the club is swinging perfectly on plane. So if you're a golfer and you're not even chipping the ball where you want, start by improving your swing path with a shorter swing. Now that one I pulled, and on camera I might have got across it. Okay, so now you're getting the idea of impact position. Again, if you swing the golf club up here real far and you start to change the path too much one way or the other, then you're going to get yourself into a little bit of trouble. If you are unsure of where the golf club is swinging on a good plane, or if it's on a poor plane, or you're uncertain, check it with some video or call your local PGA teaching professional, and I'm sure they can explain a little bit in more detail of what specifically that you are doing with your swing. Golf Channel and all of the books and the Golf Digest and the magazines and things like that are great for people to read. There's all the stuff in there is really, really good. But what we want to understand as teaching professionals is the drills and the things that you may practice. Are you working on the right thing to really improve the swing path and the club face at the moment of impact? And if you can get with a professional that can help you understand exactly what's going on in your swing, or what the key causes of the problems could possibly be, then you can narrow it down and work on the main parts that are actually going to help you get better. Now, specifically me, okay, or me speaking specifically to an audience out there, is what I don't like to do is just give a simple band-aid. Okay, I like to make sure that when I help somebody, if it's one lesson or it's their 100th golf lesson, is to make sure that I'm always trying to focus on the cause of the problem. So you have to fine-tune that first. And a lot of times, if I'm a good enough instructor and I can pick the key ingredients to work on, then many of the small items can fix themselves, or naturally just have them fall more into place on their own. So again, if you've never been to a teaching professional before, please call one up. Give them a chance to help you as opposed to just try to sort through it all yourself. I mean, we're out there to help. We would like to see the average handicap index go down as opposed to see the average golfer play poorly. So we want to help. We want you to get better. So again, please consult your local PGA professional for more help. And thanks always for watching my videos.